All right, looks like we are good and live on both Twitch and YouTube. Hi, everybody. Man, this camera got dirty. Hold on, excuse me. Let me try to clean you guys up a little bit. That's a little better. It's actually a lot better. Hi. So we're going to go ahead and I got to get ready for the next pairings. So we are going to do the giveaway for the Spoon Lord. All right, and we got a ship coming up later. So give me a minute. Got to get ready for the next matchups. A couple of things I need to get set up so that we can have a good time today. So we'll be back with the top 16 is what's coming up. All right, top 16. How's it going, man? Hey, oh, yes. This is awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead, go weight screen. We're starting that at about 10. We're going to call it 10:30. Probably less than that. We're going to call it 10:30. And the round is top 16. All right. So I know we didn't go do our giveaways, but our giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry to do awesome 3D printed solutions for X-Wing, whether it be token holders, template trays, or their full system, which I actually really, really like. You get multiple colors and different type of full color tops, which is absolutely amazing. Actually, just message Ken at District Foundry through the Etsy shop. You actually get a lot of really cool stuff. So, but I got to get ready for the next round, so we're just running a little bit behind. We'll do the Spoon Lord at the end of next round, and we'll do double card giveaways because we're making you wait. All right, we'll be back. Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top 16 of the Australian System Open. Yes, I am here in Sydney, Australia, and my co-commentator for this round is...
Travis Voss. I'm back again, just giving Dion a hand, so...
I appreciate it.
You're welcome,
It's a lot more fun doing this with somebody than doing it by myself. So let's go ahead and start by breaking down the squads.
I'll start on my right, so Ben Doyle. So Ben's actually a previous Australian national champion, I think. I think he came 18th in the world that year. He's got Obi-Wan with Sense, the Regen R2 and Delta 7B, so he loses agility to increase his attack and shield count for a bargain price. Plo Koon with Regen and Delta 7B and 2 Gold Squadrons. So it's a pretty popular, I think, Jedi archetype. 2 aces, 2 Gold Squadron Spuds. But Ben's changed it up, I think, moving away from Annie and going more of a defensive setup.
Yep.
With Plo Koon, his ability, you can spend a force to choose another friendly ship in range 0 to 2. If you do, they may transfer 1 green token to it or transfer 1 orange token from it to yourself. I think he's probably taken him more for the initiative value at 5.
Yeah.
Rather than his ability. His ability's nice. And, don't get me wrong, if you got evade tokens, like on the Gold Squadron guys, for instance, he can start pulling them to the Jedi if he needs to. So he will get some value out of it. And Obi's ability with the retaining force focus tokens. So
Yeah, and I think on top of that, the other thing with this list building choice is he's able to get 7B on both the Jedi rather than having to make one of them CLT.
Yeah.
So there's big value there in that third dice. Not having to really worry about the bullseye while Obi-Wan with CLT can be really good, sometimes you have to put him in less than ideal, less than safe situations to get shots.
I agree. I think he'll do. Ben's a very smart player. He's very calculated, so I think he'll do quite well with this squad. But on our left, we've got Thomas Blyde, and he's got a wedge with Regen Droid again, S-foils, and 2 Rogue Squadron escorts with elusive advanced sensors in the R4 for the 1s and 2 blue maneuvers. I might get you to explain the elusive advanced combo for me.
It's pretty awesome. So what's going to happen here, there's going to be a situation where if elusive has been used, elusive says after you execute a red maneuver, you flip the charge on elusive to be able to get that defensive reroll again. So what happens is you can advance sensors, get an action, whatever that might be, focus, target lock, evade, whatever the E-Wing needs in that moment. You dial in that red maneuver because advanced sensors happens before your maneuver. You're stressed, which happens because you did a red maneuver, and it triggers elusive in order to get that charge back. And now you have that defensive reroll. You were able to get an action, and you're turned around.
Yeah,
because you did a K-turn or a sloop.
And these guys got a 4 K-turn and 2 sloops, I think. So
yep,
pretty maneuverable dial.
3 sloops.
3 sloops. So then they've got every turn, every bank, every straight maneuver. So these guys could be anywhere.
Yeah, and with this combination of upgrades, basically the time on target for these rogues with modifiers is extremely high. He doesn't have to worry about, I have to take a K-turn and not have mods. No, you'll have mods.
We got mods.
And you see, he also used very early the ship ability on the E-Wing. That is the experimental scanners. You see the target locks already set up there on Obi-Wan Kenobi. And yes, Obi-Wan is the appropriate model. The yellow one is Plo Koon. We definitely will accidentally call it Anakin at some point. It'll happen. We'll try not to.
We'll do our best.
Alrighty. And then the other thing, let's go ahead and get our color codes in there. We have one green labeled rogue, and the other one is number pink. What did I do for those?
And we got a blue and a yellow.
Cool.
Players, welcome to round 2. There will be a lunch break after this round. So round 3 will start at 1:15.
That looks
some
really
great matchups in this top 16 I've seen.
Yeah.
You have 75 minutes. Good luck. You may begin.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out. Honestly, I think this matchup is really interesting. And for those of you at home who are watching, you have the opportunity to give your opinion, and that is with your Choose Your Champion poll. All you got to do is type 1 or 2 in the Twitch chat, and it'll come up here on the screen right there. Those are our results right now. We have 45 people who've participated in the poll, and it seems like the people are thinking that they want Thomas Blyde to take it, or they think it's going to.
I think he's got a good chance. He's got that, he's got that he's very maneuverable. He's moving after the gold, so he can sort of reposition to get behind him or in front of them or the side or whatever. And he's got that really good defensive capability or offensive capability when he needs it. So
Oh, yeah.
and Wedge is Wedge, man. Wedge does bad things to Jedi.
It does.
Ability.
One dice Jedi with a bunch of Force doesn't.
It's not good.
No.
It's not great.
No, you can't use your Force if you don't have results to
Yeah.
modify.
Interesting, no torps on Wedge, but, like, Wedge is just there doing his thing, I think. He's just coming in as, you can see the way he's set these E-Wings up. And he's got this big gap in the middle for Wedge. So I think what you're going to see is you're going to see the E-Wings engage, possibly a round early, and then bring Wedge in to assassinate whatever's low, I guess.
A couple things to note about the matchup. Thomas is going to be using an S-Foils token, so let's make sure we go ahead and disregard the card. Now, I just double-checked with the players. We're not worried about the card. I just said no, token only. So
Awesome.
if we do need to call a judge about it, we know it's a token, not the card. All right?
And you can kind of see.
Yeah, it is
What it
closed right now.
Yeah.
It is closed. It's blue on the other side.
So what's your target priority if you're Thomas?
I mean, so it looks like Ben's choice here is keeping Plo with those torrents and kind of using Obi-Wan could be just straight up bait, right?
Yeah.
If he can isolate one of the E-Wings or maybe even one of the E-Wings in Wedge, and then you end up having this matchup somewhere on the board, that's going to be bad for Thomas.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think Ben wants to try to isolate. If I'm Thomas, you have the wide set. That way you could end up doing some type of pincer on one side. You got to flank the center and the other side.
Yep.
If you can take Obi-Wan, you take it, but you got to be careful not to overcommit because
absolutely.
You could be sad.
It's interesting with the Jedi, like you've sort of got to take, it's also made even harder with the regen droids. Is you've got to take, I think, shots of opportunity in the Jedi when you can.
Yep.
Because they do have that low agility count, so you can push the damage in.
Yep.
But me personally, I tend to push those torrents down because similar to Power Aces, when you remove the shuttle, the aces are kind of left on their own. They've got a lot of work. They've got to take more dangerous maneuvers to achieve the results they're looking for.
Yep.
But with the Gold Squadron, especially with Sense on Obi-Wan, these guys are going to be blocking machines.
Absolutely. They have that barrel roll evade, which make them even more annoying.
Yep. So really, they're only going to be able to block Wedge.
Yep.
I don't like Ben's chances of blocking a double reposition advanced sensor E-Wing.
No, that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So
because it can boost or barrel roll.
And K-turn or
Yep.
sloop or turn in or, they just got amazing, ridiculous places they can end up in, you know what I mean? So I don't like his chances of Sense really coming into
play too much
coming
against
to play
the
there.
E-Wings.
I can't see it happening much, but Wedge definitely. And if he can remove Wedge early and just get it down to the E-Wings versus the Aces, then I think Ben should be able to get up.
A couple of things we do need to take note of with those experimental sensors. If it comes up, the E-Wings cannot acquire locks at range 1. That's that last sentence in there. Some people forget about it. They're like, range 1, target lock. Like, no, you can't do that. So it does have some link actions there on the E-Wing. You have barrel roll to target lock and boost to target lock as well.
Can you acquire a lock at range 0 on those bad boys? Not that it's relevant this game, but I guess you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So if
you
you've got
could.
some sort of coordinate shenanigans, then
Well, you have advanced sensors.
well, there you go.
If you're touching you're at range 0, you could advanced sensors target lock
Awesome.
and then sloop off and get
Cool.
somebody with a target lock.
So again, more stuff for these rogue squadrons to be I think really they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Talking a bit about WoW Classic in the.
Yeah. That's Duncan. Hi, Duncan.
Hey Duncan, there you go, mate.
Just playing WoW, watching X-Wing. Such a nerd. Love you, Duncan.
And you know what? In 60 hours of X-Wing this weekend, if you played WoW Classic for all 60 hours, you might reach level 20. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever play WoW.
I played WoW
Yeah.
but not in the early days. It was
Oh.
during right at the end of Burning Crusade
Yep.
and the beginning of Lich King.
Okay, yeah, that was not a bad time. Before that, the grind was big. Yeah, you play for days at a time to get to sort of not very little happening. So, so this will be interesting. So we've got our opening
First engagement right there.
engagement here. So it's actually probably fairly favourable for Ben, I would say here.
Yeah, because Plo's probably just going to end up scooting behind these guys, right? Like
Yeah.
that's going to happen. It's going to be a 3-on-1 at least.
Though sort of favourable for Thomas as well with the way that gas cloud's going to be. I'm assuming Plo, like you said, one bank, probably going to draw a line of sight through the cloud as well. So with a focus token, cloud dice, I can't see him taking much damage on the E-Wing. He's probably going to be able to get behind Ben then.
So one bank, does it fit?
Yes. Just. Ben showing why he's there.
Yeah.
And we're here.
That's right.
But he's got a 3-on-1.
All right, so
pending the
Obi-Wan is
boost.
coming in. Could be 4-on-1.
Yeah, pending boost barrel roll could actually go quite...
And this is what we were talking about earlier, right? The wide set for Thomas could have
Yep.
been an advantage, but right now, showing some of the weakness, if he's able to lose, if he loses significant damage on the rogue,
Yep.
could be game
Painful.
defining.
Though they are a tanky ship with 3 hull, 3 shields,
3 agility.
3 agility.
Somebody just spilled a bucket of 3s on him.
Similar to defenders, but then they thought, well, we can't have 2 of those ships. Let's just make defenders better.
Yeah, 4
4
and
plus
free evade.
everything they need.
White K turn, sure.
Seems good. Seems good. So I can't quite see what Wedge is doing. So Wedge turning out here. So wings are closed still. So possibly booster
Boost.
rounds. Yeah, and 2 dice Wedge is probably not that bad because he's only going to be shooting against a 2 dice Obi.
Right.
Probably looking at his next turn with the
Honestly,
E-Wing.
I like the the E-Wing's in kind of a weird spot. Because Wedge would be fine. He'd have a 2 turn in.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
So if he boosts here, he's going to get a shot on Obi, and it sets him up to come around on Wedge. But no, he's just going to focus.
Well, that's interesting. It kind of, I guess you're telling. Oh no, he's doing it.
No, he's doing it.
He's boost.
He's
so
doing
it's boost focus.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's the correct order. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sets him up. This guy can just putt forward with a 1. 2 turn might fit there for Wedge.
Yeah, he's got it for sure. We can.
Yeah.
Actually, you want to take a peek of the overhead? We do have the view. It's going to be right here.
Oh, 2 turn fits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 turn.
First
fits.
attack, hit crit. There's Wedge, and focuses out for no damage.
Nice. Nice.
All right,
So,
Obi, no shots on the E-Wing, but here comes Plo.
Maybe no rock there.
Whoopsie. Nope, that's clean.
Oh, does he spend his force tokens here? Might be a
If
bit early.
he does, that means the E-Wing's
Oh.
going straight into Plo, right? Like that's all right. So he's gonna go spend the force. They're
He's
both
pumping it
spent.
up. It's aggressive.
Takes 2.
So
Elusive. Spends the focus.
Spends it, yep.
Takes 1.
So Thomas actually was top 4 at Australian Nationals last year. So he's actually a relatively new player. And he started playing last year. He took like a triple Alpha Strike, Swarm Tactic, Wedge, Garvin sort of style, Asegi style list
Yeah.
to Australian, like top cut Australian Nationals. So yeah, he came top 4 actually. So he plays one of our local stores here in Sydney. Ben plays in Queensland, like Northern Australia. So not doing much there. So shooting the guy with the focus token,
Yeah.
that's smart. He's stripping offensive modifiers, so
Yep. He's probably gonna be okay with this shot. Is through the gas cloud.
yeah, that'll be.
Oh well, he does roll 2 hits on it.
So he's rolled the extra.
He's
and
fine.
Yep, he's good.
It's important to remember on those gas clouds, it is only blanks that get modified, and the other one, right there. The fact that he stripped the focus actually mattered there.
Yeah, played in. Probably smart on Ben, going, you know what? Probably smart on Thomas then, going, damage expectations. I'm probably not going to do anything this round, so what I'll do is instead is I'll limit what I'm going to take in return. So
Yeah, honestly, only losing a single shield there for Thomas is a big deal, because that could have been
pretty good.
significantly worse.
he's done quite well there. So what do you do on that E-Wing that is sitting at the top of the field here, this guy here?
So the E-wing, so it basically has all the moves, right?
Yeah.
It's got everything.
Yeah, he can do all the turns. I think the turns may be a red maneuver, but he can proc his elusive back off that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got sloops to get elusive back. He's got K-turns.
The Taurans have 2 Talon rolls.
They do, yeah. Probably a bit risky.
Would it
Risky.
be? Go ahead.
I think risky for Ben to go look at a Talon roll. I think we're going to look at a hard turns in, possibly to start forcing damage on here. Oh, they got K-turns as well. They got 3K, so...
So would it be too risky to take green and do the sloop? Focus, flip it this way?
Oh, I think that's actually probably his best option.
Yeah.
Parks him behind the cloud, protection from Obi. Plo would have to reposition and use his only force he has left to try and get him.
Yeah. Because
So-
the one hard might be the one that looks like, oh, you'll get a shot, you'll be range 1, but losing the coverage from Obi-Wan, because that just lines you up for
Yeah.
a range 1 shot from Obi.
Yeah, I agree. So I would definitely agree a sloop here on this E-wing, probably advanced sensors focus sloop. This guy, I'm just kind of predicting a 1 forward, not bump, or maybe a 2 forward bump, but he'll advance sensors and get his action anyway. Wedge. If his spidey sense is tingling, he's going to go this way.
Yeah, you bug out, because the
come
2 hard
around.
looks tasty, right?
Yeah.
2 hard looks tasty.
It's Ben's safest option to pick here. And it's Wedge's most aggressive option, but
Right.
really you've got Obi turning in, these guys turning in. I think he's got to get out.
Plo's in the weirdest spot out of them all.
Yeah, Plo's actually in quite an awkward spot. 1 bank probably doesn't fit. So just Plo harass that E-wing.
Co-commentator for this round is Travis Foss, who sounds nothing like Tom Hopper.
Nothing. Tom's got a really deep voice.
He does.
And he's a bit of a babe, so
I
like Tom.
You're,
I get along
beautiful,
with
you're
Tom.
beautiful in a different way.
Thanks, man.
That's right.
Thanks, man. Now, Tom is probably one of the bastions, I guess, of Australian X-Wing. He's our organiser for the Oceanic Team Championship.
Yeah.
He's a podcast host for Imperial Propaganda.
Truth. Yeah.
And just an all-round good guy.
We do got to consider the stress there on Wedge.
Oh, true.
So I think bugging out is probably the right choice.
2 bank. Oh, can I just have a look at the overhead one?
Absolutely.
So 2 straight, possibly he's going to clip that rock. Not the worst thing in the world. He's going to get an extra dice in defense plus the evade. So he could probably sit there, but he's probably going to eat 2 to 3 shots. So Wedge either probably maybe bank out and come around, or really I'd just be interested to see what he puts down on this one. So how nice are those Republic dials, actually?
I actually don't own any of them.
No, neither do I. I've got some of Dad's dials he's done.
Yep.
So Ben committing to that E-wing.
That's gutsy. The
Yes.
3 sloop.
Oh, no, there it is.
Okay, so splitting them up a little bit.
So possibly trying to block, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably figure out this turn that those guys are effectively unblockable.
Yep, they're always going to have their actions. You're affecting the arc with blocks, right?
Yeah. So if he's dialed in the sloop, he's going to get his recharge back. Sloop 3.
He did it. Oh.
He's going to be range 1 on that guy, no tokens, with a focus and a reroll. So I think this is going to be a bad turn for Ben on that guy. It looks like range 1 to me. It looks pretty range 1-y, so...
I think it is. We'll take a peek.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's range
It's
1.
close. It's
Yeah.
definitely close. Next E-wing, 5 straight, jumping over Wedge.
It's going large. Interesting. I didn't like his odds. I mean, just the angle I'm looking at of, like, avoiding that rock. But, again, he can just focus up. Did he get a bump?
He did not bump. He would have probably preferred it.
He would have preferred the bump, I think.
That would have given you no shots onto Pink and probably free reign on Obi or
Yeah,
Plo.
definitely. So quite aggressive this round for Thomas. Do you think he's banking Wedge in? So Plo turning out.
That is Plo. Being able to see where that E-Wing is, get some decision-making power here. Only has 1 force. He did clip the...
Yeah, he did.
All right, so now Obi-Wan did call the sloop. He did cover it here.
I think you boost target lock here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably not bad for Ben there. He should be able to get some good damage, I think. So he's going to open his wings. And 1 bank, so... Oh, 2 bank
2
on the
bank.
rock.
That'll relieve the stress. It puts him in a more aggressive position. Took a little bit of a risk for sure, right?
Definitely a risk. Because I didn't see him turning everything on that E-wing for Ben. Very risky, I think. But he's going to get shots on target, so he's going to force a bit of threat onto...
Might be able to get Obi-Wan to strip some of the force.
Well, he's going to have Wedge and an E-wing with target lock focus on Obi. So...
Yeah. Might have a judge call here for whether it's through the cloud or not. Matters quite a bit.
I think they'll look at this rock. Just there.
Take into account that it might be quite busy down there. Thanks.
Obstructed.
It is obstructed by the rock.
So that's pretty good for Obi there.
Hey.
Good dice for Wedge. Oh, not
Takes
obstructed.
1.
But
no, so it would have been 2 + 3 - 1 for Wedge. So.
But would it be range 3 as well?
Oh, I guess it was not.
Yeah,
All right,
so maybe it wasn't
you're right.
obstructed.
So gets a shield for free.
Yep. Obi going aggressive here, or re-rolling 2.
Looks like he grabbed the focus there. He's going to put it back.
Put it back. Yeah, smart. I don't think you re-roll that. I know you're going to take shots in return, but they're going to be obstructed, range 3. Okay,
Nope.
He's going to re-roll both.
Better be safe than sorry. Worked out. 2 hits, 2 crits.
If in doubt, natties. So,
okay.
the elusive re-roll,
Hey.
and spend that. Takes 2 shields.
So
That's-
no crits on the hull there. That's big.
That's pretty good for Thomas here.
Range 1 into the torrent. Three hits of focus.
Come up pretty good. Oh,
And taking them
3
all.
damage. So do you now, if the other E-wing has a shot on that torrent, do you take it?
Maybe nice if you just take something off the board. Just
Yeah.
get points now.
Oh, he's committing to the other torrent as well. Oh, that was good. Oh, still
He's going to go ahead and take
taking
them.
both. Yeah, so smart because you know he's got a good shot on Wedge here.
You want
But
some
again,
odds.
Got those regen. Oh, paid off for Ben. Oh,
Oof.
so on
2
Wedge.
shields and a card.
So half Wedge. So this is why I removed the torrents in this matchup because they actually, in the long run, are quite good. Do you
Right,
know what I
because
mean?
in the open, you want to kill the Jedi, right? The Jedi are the end game thing, so you want to take them out, but the torrents are just in the way.
Yeah,
and if you're ignoring them, they're gonna cause you trouble.
And they're applying pressure. They're roadblocks. You know, they're in the way. They have a potential threat, like 3 dice with a focus. Just took half a wedge for nothing. So they are good ships, and you remove that from the equation because they're actually fairly like squishy ships. I mean, 5 hulls hard to chunk through, but you probably remove one in 1 round. You remove them from the equation, so then the Jedi are forced to take more dangerous moves, and that's when you start to catch them out in the open. Wedge gets to do wedge things.
One of the things I find interesting, when the torrents first came out, people didn't quite have a place for them. They were, touted as bad, right? But now they found their home. And most Republic players have, if you're flying Jedi, you're usually flying them in tandem with either other Jedi or you're using the torrents, and they're being effective in things like the Sinker Swarm and archetypes like this.
I'm not going to toot their horn, but I actually think it was Jaren and Morgan head simmed at the Parramatta Hyperspace in Australia, the opening weekend of Republic and Droid. And this is the first squad they put on the table was Annie. I think Morgan might have been Annie, Obi, and 2, possibly. I think Jaren was Annie and Ahsoka in 2. So,
The archetype was born.
but it's such a solid archetype. 6'5" basically.
Yeah.
6'5". You just fill in the blanks somehow.
All
So
right,
what do you
everybody.
think of this round? So this E-Wing, he's got to do a green maneuver. You know, probably he could be in trouble this E-Wing this round.
Yeah, he's got a lot of heat coming towards his way. Let's look at his
Just-
blue maneuvers. I haven't played too much of the E-Wing, just so. I mean, is 4 forward the safest? It's kind of obvious, though. It's an
Yeah,
obvious bug out. And he doesn't have anywhere to hide with that 4
Yeah.
forward is really the problem.
so I think Ben might roll with an evade token here to pick it. Yeah, there it is. How you feeling anyway, man?
I'm a little bit tired. A little
Yeah,
bit tired.
yeah.
Should be okay. So that barrel roll right there does block the 4 forward.
Yep. Or do you take the old trusty 1 forward?
It's such a good move.
So again, Plo, now this opens up Plo's ability. Plo can maybe take that evade and strip it to himself if he needs it.
And one thing I do want to emphasize with this tournament, right? A lot of people, when they see smaller tournaments and they see kind of archetypes or pilots that you don't normally see, they start to think like, oh, that was just because it was a small tournament. This was not a small
No,
tournament.
this is 255
255 players.
So I think they emphasised to us heavily that it was bigger than any of these system opens in America.
Yep.
But you guys had so many, so
We did.
it's not hard to
Yeah.
pick and choose where you want to go.
Adepticon, I think, was the biggest American one, if I'm not mistaken. The Chicago one.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It was
Sounds
pretty
about
big.
right. So that gold managing to slot in between the E-Wing and
Beautiful.
so advanced sensors, red maneuver for the reroll, and hard turn in. So he gets his elusive back.
So there was actually sense on that E-Wing dial. And it does look... Got the block. Got the block.
Yeah. So sense showing how strong it is. Perfect information. Ben talking about then praise be to sense. So it'd be interesting here. 5k on Plo. So I think this E-Wing possibly looking at getting removed. I would have regened on that E-Wing. Oh, no, he didn't have regen. He's got R4.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
It's fine, yeah. The double target locks.
Yeah. I just played a game in the hyperspace and it was 4 regen X-Wings. So it's kind of in my brain.
Thank you, Luke. I see your message. I will get those posted. Thanks, fam. Giving away some painted ships in a little bit.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Are they here?
They are not here.
Yep.
I don't travel with the painted ships usually
That's fair
because I don't want them to get damaged.
That's fair enough. So Wedge, big 3 bank. So he's getting aggressive with Wedge here. But see, not good shots for Wedge here. Like through the rock, Ben's been quite clever with his positioning, quite aggressive on his target locks. So it's going to be 3 plays 2 over the rock. So target lock going on there. So unlucky for Thomas there.
Just one.
And safe with the rock. Is that one of the...
That's one of the giveaways. That prototype B-Wing.
wow, amazing.
All right, next shot. Range 1.
This is Obi on the E-Wing. So Ben's got a really good opportunity to remove this here. And he's going to pump that up. So
4 hits.
no elusive,
And-
blanks, and that E-Wing's gone.
Poof.
So he probably shouldn't have removed him. It doesn't matter anyway. Plo's obviously not going to shoot him, so... Oh, they're just going to put him back, but yeah.
Follow the rules.
So Ben having a shot at the other E-wing.
Average.
It's going to
And
pump it up with
spends
the
focus.
Force. So in the Jedi ships, right, they're the closest thing to 1.0 we've got, right?
Yes, absolutely, because you have its constant modifiers.
Constant modifiers. You know, you can pretty much predict your red dice every round.
This E-wing does have a range 1 shot on the yellow turret. He's going to try to take it off the board.
He's probably going to go for it. He's got the reroll for elusive. So 4 dice, like a Predator style reroll. And not... Is elusive only in defense?
Only defense,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, ignore me. Here I am thinking he's going to use it in offense.
No, that'd be awesome.
Shows how little I know of this card.
It's all right. And
So
did
he's
he
done-
didn't do any damage with that one, I don't think.
There's 4 damage cards on this guy.
All right, so then he's down to 1.
So yellow's on 1. I hit the evade token, so...
Looks like I had the ships in the wrong spot. All right, cool. So 42 minutes and change left. I want to remind you guys that after this round, we're going to be crowning the Spoon Lord. We're going to be giving away a spoon.
Oh, nice.
Should be fun.
I did so bad this weekend, you could probably just give it to me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all made mistakes. We've
That's
all
okay.
had bad games.
That's all right. I already got my flights from Nationals, so
True.
yeah, it's kind of a bit silly of me to try and fly twice, I guess. So
Was that karma just being like, hey, calm down.
yeah, chill out, man. You got enough stuff already.
Save some water for the fishes.
Yeah. So this is a big round here. So Obi's going to have sense on Wedge. I'm kind of predicting Wedge is going to hard turn in. Or does he go to damage stations and regen? I don't know. Thomas needs to
mean-
get kills, I think.
Yeah, he's too behind
Yeah.
at this point. But I mean, with 41 minutes left, is there going to be another chance for him to actually take a turn off to regen? Maybe this is the time.
Yeah. I mean, these other E-Wings relatively healthy, so he can probably duke it out a little bit. But, yeah, again, Obi's going to sense whatever he's doing. If he does turn in, I think it'd be relatively easy for Obi to block and Plo to move up, target lock, and shoot, and
Yep.
possibly kill Wedge. So I think you've got to turn away and possibly regen and come back around and do what you can do, I guess.
One of the list building decisions I want to talk about is something that there are some players who get confused by it, and I want to just point it out just in case we have some newer players or less experienced players. The question that comes up is why would you put sense on your highest initiative ship, right? So a lot of times sense is a great tool to if you have lower initiative ships in your list, you're not taking sense for the higher initiative ship. You're taking it for your lower initiative ships, but your higher initiative ship just is carrying the tool, which
Yeah.
is usually better protected.
Yeah, correct. So Obi, arguably the best ship in his list.
Right.
So, like you said, protected. It enables the golds to do their thing.
Yep.
So this E-Wing moving up to block Obi's kind of attack on Wedge, maybe. Obi probably can still fit
A boost there.
a boost in there, I'd say.
I don't think he fits the one to the left, though.
No, I don't think so.
All right, let me.
So Obi barrel rolling, possibly setting up to block Wedge there.
Might also just get a shot at Wedge if Wedge turned in.
Yeah. So 2 straight Plo Does barrel roll get him out of arc there? I think Ben's going to try.
Yes. Oh,
Very close.
yeah, I think so.
And focus for his action. So wedge turning in. Very big maneuver. Actually, that's looks like he's gotten out of Obi's arc there.
It's pretty close. We can again go to that overhead. That's
It's going to be close.
Too close to call.
But if he does have it, he's got the rock as protection.
Here, we'll vassal it. Hold on.
He might get out.
Still too close to call.
So range 1, wedge, rolling really well. Pushing 2 damage under Plo.
He did spend the force. That's how he modified that dice.
2 shields. So it doesn't look like it's in.
They're going to go ahead and, I think, have a judge check it. No,
I think Ben's just accepted that it's
they're
probably
moving on.
So again, Ben knowing removing wedge now, he'll win this game.
Only 2.
Oh,
no mods
wedge
there.
taking 2 down to 1 hull with a torrent, a bloodthirsty torrent.
in the wings.
They're evil little things, those things.
Judge are going to go ahead and check arcs.
Looks like Ben's done quite well to dodge that E-wing there.
Here comes the torrent.
Here comes the torrent. I feel cold. There's the
One
one.
hit.
There it is.
Evade.
That's it. So Wedge still in the game.
I mean, it's the K turn here, right? You try to get one more shot off before he dies.
I think
Essentially,
so,
is what
yeah.
happens.
I think so. I think the E-wing's just going to advance sensor either 4K or sloop. And Wedge. Oh, I mean, Wedge. Yellow's on 1 health. There. Wedge could dial in the big 3 bank and try and track him down. Maybe be able to live. This guy, I'm assuming, Ben doesn't care about the stress. He's just going to turn in.
What is the... I see the dial for the torrent. So, the one reason to be afraid to do like a 3 bank with Wedge is the 1 bank barrel roll.
Yeah.
Gets you behind Wedge.
Yep.
Won't get a shot. I think the 4K is the only thing I think that guarantees you a shot.
Yeah, I agree.
On something. Like, I just need to shoot something. I guess not necessarily guarantee you. Higher chance, because Plo can just bug out here. Ben can just play defensively. He doesn't have to press.
Does Wedge bug out? Focus boost, regen. Come out in the outfield. Spend a turn coming back in. An extra 2 health on him. Maybe the E-wing survives for long enough.
I mean, that's the long play.
Yeah, I think with 35 minutes and a not healthy Wedge, I think you'd be possibly looking at the long play.
Yep. I mean, you have enough time to get both of those shields up.
Yeah.
It's definitely a valid strategy. I like it. Because you end up bringing a Wedge in that has 3 health
Yeah.
back into the fight.
And this Rogue Squadron's pretty healthy, so he's probably going to be able to duke it out for a little while. You know, I would expect him to survive long enough to... So, Sense coming in there. I think that's a 4K on Wedge, possibly a Talon roll, actually. Okay, so 1 bank.
I want to remind you guys that this round is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use coupon code World Tour 2019 for 20% off, and that is a 1 bank down to the bottom of the board.
Interesting. I think you evade if you're Ben. Okay, he's taking target lock. Well, I guess he's looked at Wedge's dial. He knows what Wedge is going to do, so... So, him bringing in that advanced sensors again, focus, K-turn, giving himself a lot of arcs here. 2 Sloop for Plo.
That was a regen opportunity for Plo. Going to go ahead and take it.
Smart. Ben again. He knows he's got his foot on Thomas's throat, but he's not going to throw the game away. He's going to take opportunities when he gets them.
It is interesting that it was, so he did a Talon roll, not a Talon roll, a Sloop. So his arc is facing forward, but can't shoot.
Yeah.
He's just setting up for future turns.
Yeah, I think he knows that with a elusive active on that E-Wing, focus token, so 4 dice, reroll, like his odds of damaging that E-Wing are fairly close to 0.
And I do want to shout out to our YouTube chat. You guys think I ignore you all the time. You guys are just super quiet. Like, do you don't see any YouTube symbols here, right? It's all Twitch.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
I didn't know you had a YouTube chat. Shows how quiet they are. So, Wedge. The Talon roll. Outside. Interesting choice there. I think he's regened there.
Yep.
I think if you were going to regen, you needed to make space and end up in the outfield over here. And then with the way this guy turned out, then you would have had time to...
Did he arc dodge Obi? He might have.
He might have. I think they're going to check it. No, they're going to just go there. So, if you're this E-Wing, do you shoot Obi, or do you shoot Plo, or do you shoot... Try and strip that focus token off that torrent?
You go into the torrent. Oh, but is it through the rock?
It's going to be through the rock. So you kind of... Yeah, he's going to go Plo. He's going to try and get rid of Jedi here.
Focus,
so
hit,
that's
crit.
really good.
How many
2
force, he have?
1 force. So he's going to take 1 more.
Crit, that's just a shield. There they are. James Kelly is waiting for pizza. Ulrich T says hi. Scotty Cox says noise. 2 crits coming in.
Wedge.
Natties, baby.
Loving it.
All right, now, guys, unless you're in a situation where you must watch on YouTube, come on over to Twitch.
Yeah.
So you guys can win some stuff. Come on.
True. Are you going to make the switch to Mixer?
No.
No.
No, unless they offer me a multi-million-dollar contract like they did that streamer called Ninja. Otherwise, there's really no reason to.
Fair. That's fair enough. I'll cop that. Twitch boys. So Thomas actually getting a regen off that round and not taking anything in return. Does he keep running? It's a fairly easy 5K on Obi there.
Yeah.
Plo, 1 bank.
Yeah, the position that Ben is in is that he really is significantly ahead because of Wedge can't get back above half. He needs to make not hyper-aggressive maneuvers. He needs to make safe maneuvers, make sure he's getting shots, and he's most likely going to take the game.
Yeah. I agree.
Thomas is the one that really needs to, if he's going to have a chance, he needs to take a little bit of risks. I don't know if he's going to have time to get that additional shield back on Wedge.
Yeah, I agree.
And get him engaged.
I agree. So Ben, actually, he's going to, even with sense, he's going to have to pick this dial perfectly because he's got that rock in the way. So he's got no reposition available on the torrent to block if he needs it. So looking at Wedge's blue maneuvers, does he just 1 bank to there? Possibly reposition with a roll. Or does he just go fast as he can, boost out of the way, come back around full? I think you got to regen.
Yeah.
I think you have to get a bit more healthy so you can be a bit more aggressive with him. So we've got Ben with a 1 health gold, a 3 health gold, Plo almost half, and Obi having lost 1 shield. So
yeah, so I think let's talk about the opening, right? Let's rewind. If Thomas had started in a tighter set and been able to get multiple arcs on these torrents, he'd probably be in a situation where at least maybe the torrents are down.
Yeah.
Or maybe even one of the Jedi, rather than having damage spread throughout the entire list. And I think that's what's suffering here. He has done damage, The problem is that it doesn't feel like it because there's still 4 ships on the board.
Absolutely.
representing
He's done, what, 4 plus 2, that's 6, 3 on Plo. So he's,
twice. So he's done 8 damage because he's the regen.
yeah, of course. So he's removed a ship, but he just hasn't been able to remove a ship, if
Yep.
you know what I mean. So,
Ship's worth of health.
yeah,
Not rewarded with the model, though.
which is the hardest part.
That's right.
How's Jay going? Jared? Yeah.
You should be okay.
I'm just checking up on my brother in the top 16. How's Morgan going?
He's playing Leeds, so
Oh,
I'm not really sure what's going on there.
yeah.
Everybody's still on board.
Yeah, fair enough. So Jaron actually in a bit of a rematch. He got knocked out of the Australian Nationals a couple of years ago by Paul Johnson. Who ended up winning the tournament. So I think Jaron's going to be going for a bit of vengeance, I think.
Well, Jaren's playing Palp Aces versus a Sinker Swarm.
Yeah, so Sinker Swarm with Rick, no Padme, which probably tilts it a little bit, I think, in Jaron's favour.
It's a big roll.
Yep, Rick.
He's removed that in Finger, and he's removed one of the torrents. And he's still got all his stuff.
Okay, so Jaron, I think, firmly in charge of that game.
What was the update?
He's got Fell, Whisper, and Redline versus 3 of the golds.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah,
got it.
I think he's firmly in charge.
Yeah, Red Line should be able to reload some torpedoes and then just start popping.
Yeah.
But crazier things have happened, so we
no.
don't want to call
We
it
don't want to
yet.
jinx it. We don't want to jinx it.
All right, Plo,
Plo coming up.
getting aggressive there. He knows he'll be able to get a shot on something. Unless Wedge can fit the 2-bank boost.
So he's regenning on Plo again. So if I'm Ben here, I'm just going to roll out of Arc and boost. And you're not getting a shot, so there's no point sitting in the Arc there. So that's what Ben's doing. This Torrent has turned around, so he's coming back, the 1 health Torrent. Ben knowing that volume of dice is probably what's going to be key for him here. And just getting out of Arc. So smart on Ben. Again,
Yep.
he knows he's in front. He's not going to take any undue risks, and he's just going to be smart about it.
Yep, he doesn't have to. It's
Yep.
not. It's the burden of execution is on Thomas, not
Yep.
on Ben here. There's a 5K from Obi-Wan.
How does
He
Obi have the
Probably getting
focus?
shot by the E-Wing there.
How does Obi get the focus? Yeah,
No,
that
yeah, I was
makes
like-
more sense.
I was
Yeah,
like, I don't think he does.
I was like, damn, that's a good maneuver. Why didn't I pick that?
5K focus. That's really sweet.
That's amazing. So let's have a look. What?
The E-Wing does have target lock focus on Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to have Arc. I think his Arc's going to
Just a bit outside.
slice across there. So getting quite aggressive with Wedge, probably staying stressed,
Yeah, 3 hard.
but regenning as well. So
He's got 2 shields and a hole left.
Obi will take that shot, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So he's actually got quite a good chance of removing Wedge here. And this is looking quite good. The
2
target
crits.
lock reroll.
All
So
right.
Wedge is eating 1, 2. So the 2 shields is regen are gone.
He worked so hard for those shields.
And I think turning in here was a mistake. I think he needed to make distance.
And come back around.
Yeah, and maintain his... maintain the work he did and then come back around and be more aggressive. Wedge
Because-
probably...
He brought him back in with the shields available to be shot for nothing, right? Because
Yeah.
he doesn't have a shot.
Yep, he's traded it for nothing really. And the 5K looking like it's probably dodged the arc of that E-Wing as well. So... Oh, I hear dice rolling, so... Yep, so that it's actually an arc. So he's going to get a target lock focus shot on Obi here.
Digging deep for the target lock. There it is.
Nice, very good. So
Oh,
Obi's
Obi's
going
taking
to
a
take
crit.
a face-up damage card here. Fuel leak. So Obi actually now in danger of if he takes another crit, he will die. He'll be gone.
Thomas probably wishing he had another ship out there to just try to tap Obi. Just
Yeah.
One crit kills him.
So this is interesting now. He's just nudged that E-wing a little, Obi a little bit. Sorry. So Obi now in danger of being one shot by Wedge. So does he now go? You know what? I know Wedge is gone,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to remove Obi-Wan, and then the E-wing with its superior positional game probably can work down these torrents over time, and then see what he can do.
I have the power. 2 seconds. Right.
What?
So I'm just looking up the score for the last game. We got to go back to the other recording. So Travis, you got a little one, right?
Yeah, I do, man. Yeah, Caden. It's about 7 months
Yeah.
old now. It's actually my first Father's Day, but
Oh yeah, today's Father's Day in
Yeah.
Australia.
yeah.
Crazy. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, man. But I'm here with my father, so kind of works out all right.
That's right.
Supporting him in his cut, so I'm going to have some dinner and stuff with him tonight, so I'm just going to chill out a little bit.
It's so funny to look at the recordings that we have, because Twitch is all over the place. It doesn't know. Like, wait, what state were you from? How are you streaming in 2 different places?
I don't understand what's happening. Yeah, but he's doing really good, man. He's a bit of a tank like me, I guess. He's a big kid, so I take him to his little play group, and he's bigger than all the 12-month-olds.
You're like, that's right.
And I'm like, you better believe. You better believe. So while Dion's fiddling with that, I'm just going to look at this around here. I think Plo looking for a sloop, either there or there, just to get guns on target. He's done his regen stuff. I think this guy here possibly would turn in and bump just to get a gun on target. I can see this E-wing possibly slooping or even focusing up and coming around to remove this guy here. And Thomas trying to use Wedge to go for Obi here. So, you know, like you got to admit now, like Wedge is gone.
Right.
1 health, done the work on the regen, lost it. But that E-wing finally got that shot on Obi and has sunk some really good damage into him. So it's to be interesting. So we're off now. So the 1 health guy just doing a 1 bank. So clearing for a focus.
176 to 68.
So, okay, this guy K-turning. So again, just getting guns on target here.
All right, guys, I'm back.
So pending how this round goes.
Uh-huh.
So possibly this E-wing, I think, blocking Obi here if he can. He's advanced sensors, focus, banked in. So
Try to get rid of that yellow torrent.
Yep.
He's still got 20 minutes. He's still pressing. That's good.
Yep. So hard turn on Plo. Interesting. Again, Ben probably just not taking risks at this stage, coming back around. I think he's kind of got to take a risk this round, though, because he's in danger of losing Obi, I guess.
Yep.
So I'm guessing clearing the space for Obi to bank into there. And Ben just trying to keep guns on target on
Wedge.
Wedge.
That's a Wedge threat, because you're
Yeah.
kind of assuming that Wedge did a 1 or 2 bank. If he does a 1 bank, he's 100% in arc.
1 bank.
1 bank. His wings are closed, so he has the boost. Or no, are they open?
This is on Obi. He's going to regen
Oh,
in
that's-
1 bank. So he might actually bump there. So he's actually just knocked the E-wing a little bit. This is actually probably relevant because he knocked it away. No, it didn't
doesn't
fit.
fit.
So there's the bump, and they've just knocked everything. Unfortunate. So if he's on the big turn. Okay.
Two straight. I'm actually really surprised with that move.
Yeah. Again, these guys have been playing for 6 rounds yesterday, another round today, so he's closed his wings.
Wings are closed. Okay.
So possibly. So the guy's just having a bit of a gentleman's agreement there, allowing it to happen. He's called it, but didn't.
No, the judge.
Oh, no?
The judge at the table.
So I think he's got to.
Because the problem is, right, you need to flip those early because you don't want
Before
to
they activate.
see where the model is.
Yep. So
No,
someone's
whiffs on the attack
whiffing
there.
there. So that's not bad. So he's going to try and PS remove this guy, I think.
Yep.
So it's going to be big for him. He's picked up a green dice there, so he needs to roll well here. And
That looks two crits.
I see a blank, so relevant. And that'll remove that gold. So that's big for Thomas, actually. Ben may be playing a little bit too not aggressive enough. Unless he removes Wedge here.
Wedge will have 3 dice and a focus. Unmodified. Nothing.
So Ben possibly being a little bit too cautious. Now he's let Thomas back into the game a little bit.
Absolutely, 64.99. You're within one ship of striking distance, half a ship of striking distance.
Yeah, exactly. And this guy's just going to sloop to here, take his advanced senses focus. Really good positional game. Interestingly, he could advance senses target lock Obi here.
Yeah,
and then
because it's range 0.
Range 0.
Does
So
he know? I hope he knows.
He's played enough games
Range
of this.
1 and 0 are not the same. That was
Yeah.
my very first quick tip that I made.
Yeah.
0 and 1 are not the same.
It's totally different things. They're different. So he can target lock here. So he's just got to remove that focus token. But he could target lock here, sloop. He's relatively healthy. He can take the risk on not having the... And he's got his defensive reroll. So that's what I will be doing. Just to bank that for later against Obi.
Just want to check Obi-Wan's shields. He did
he's
regen
regen
shield.
1, so...
So he is back above half.
So he's sensing...
Oh, no, so he's not back above half.
4K
He is
turn on
at
Wedge.
half, exactly.
Looks like a 4K on Wedge there. So this turn, firmly going for the, hey, man, I'll trade mine if you trade yours.
That's right. You wing in a dream, baby.
But if Ben's smart here, I think he can bring his Obi around, get behind this sloop. And he has done the target lock. So range 0 is not the same as range 1. So he's able to target lock there.
My boy Marcel Manzano did make it into the cut. Did.
Oh, awesome. Good job.
Now it's elimination. Top 64. And that'll be on after this. After we crown our champion here in Oz, we'll be flipping over to day 2.
Amazing. So Obi regenning again to a second shield.
Yep. No shots. Playing
And
safe.
Giving himself distance from Wedge. Jaren got up. Awesome. So Jaren into the top 8. How's Morgan going? Possibly ahead on points on Morgan. So Plo turning in here. I think, yeah, target lock and just make sure that he's going to sink Wedge this round. So he's trying to get distance for Obi.
I'm upset. They broke my bracket.
So
It's fine.
you're actually in the future here in Australia, like.
Yeah.
So we could have used tabletop TO, but they didn't want to use it. So
It can't. It's legal issues.
I know. So Wedge rolling a hit crit, probably irrelevant on Obi.
Oh,
The
natties, baby.
So that's big. He needed the 2 hits and a crit and Obi to blank there for the kill. So lock. Oh, Wedge in with a chance.
Nope.
Wedge
Get in the box. Oh!
is still in. That's big. That's very big. So
Lots of elbow action
Wow.
on that roll. I like it. I like the aggressiveness.
it was aggressive. So that's actually huge. Obi probably out of position now.
So looking at our... All right, so let's wait for these attacks to finish up here.
So the E-wing.
Thomas just loves that elbow action on the attack.
It's quite an aggressive roll, actually.
Yeah.
So the E-wing kind of whiffing for nothing there.
He throws his dice. He doesn't roll, he throws them. So we said that Jaren did get the W.
He did get the W.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and move him over in our bracket
He plays the winner of.
of XY and Luke Brennell, I believe.
So rematch from there, possibly XY if he gets up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Luke's running, so
I would know if they didn't ruin my bracket. I have all the list guys on the floor here in a bracket.
yeah,
They got moved, though it's unfortunate positioning.
it is not good. It is, yeah, right next to a door. We saw XY in the stream yesterday.
Yeah.
Dismantle that Imperial player, Ryan, unfortunately for him.
Yes.
Jaren lost to XY in round 6, but
Yep.
I think you learn more from a loss than you do from a win.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how XY adapts to that gameplay and how Jaren adapts if XY wins. I'm rooting for XY. He's a really nice guy. I don't know Luke.
Yep.
Oh, Luke Sunnell? Yeah, I'm rooting for XY. I'm rooting for XY.
Yeah. XY.
Yeah, XY. I'm rooting for XY.
Tell me how you really feel.
No, Luke is a nice guy. He's a teacher. But XY is a really nice guy, so I'll give him that. So, big round this round. Obi probably is relatively healthy again. I think Wedge here has got to 2 bank up. Or does... And either Obi comes around, or does Obi come back around the rock for protection? Plo, I'm unsure if 2 straight is going to clip that rock.
I like going. I like it this way.
Yeah,
Whether it's a hard turn, he needs to get some distance, bring him back around.
Yep.
And let Plo and that Torrent bully Wedge.
And just hang on to the relative safety of that. So, Plo, possibly a hard turn in on the E-wing, or even a 1 bank, but then he's probably going to have to roll. Sorry about my terrible drawing.
You're
Just
fine.
Wedge, just 2 forward. So he's going to sense Wedge here.
Gets to look at it. Takes a peek.
Just kept his information to himself. So,
I think he's just trying to pick up the pace here a little bit. They
Yeah,
can feel
he
that
knows-
the time is running down.
who's in front on points? 99 to Ben, 25 to... So Ben in front here, been doing the gentleman thing. So what was his action there? He's going to focus. So Obi or Plo
Going straight.
Going
Going
straight.
fast. It is
Going
going to
very fast.
skirt the
trying
asteroid.
to block Wedge, I think.
I mean, 1 forward would be pretty strong here. That
Yeah.
seemed like a safe move.
Bit of plot armor engaging. So Obi worth 77 points. If he does manage to sink Obi, or if he kills the other gold, half Obi for what? That's 35, 36. Still not enough, I don't think. So Obi turning up. He's
Yeah,
gonna probably
70
have to.
77 gets him to 102. If he just kills Obi and doesn't lose anything else,
Yeah.
he'll be ahead.
So Obi coming around, probably rolling out of range. Yeah, very good.
I don't want to be shot.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't want to.
Well, you know what? We've seen Thomas do a bunch of hard turns while stressed, just, looking for...
So that's not gonna.
Is that 1
They're
bank?
just gonna eyeball it. Yeah, that's cool. So I wonder if Wedge has got range on that torrent.
Trade some dice. Yes. Range
Does.
3.
So he needs to strip that focus off the torrent, I think.
Hey, that could kill
Oh.
it if he blanks out.
Oh, hit crits.
No, still possible.
1. Not dead, whatever that crit is.
The not dead one.
And he's retained his focus to shoot here.
No shots there. E-Wing is out. Torrent's up. Going range 3 at Wedge.
So this is big.
He didn't have to spend the focus on defense. There it
He's
is.
going to spend it on offense, so
Wedge.
and Wedge is gone.
Wedge has been whacked
Ooh.
off the board. So in the situation he's in now, 38 to 128. Ben Doyle with a very aggressive lead. E-wing and a dream right now for Thomas.
So he's got 8 minutes left. Let me just do some quick mathematics here. So we got 38. So if he kills Obi, takes him to 115. He needs to remove.
Obi and half a plow.
He needs to remove the gold and Obi to get a draw, or the gold and half of Plo. Oh, sorry, Obi and half of Plo.
All right.
Just under 14 minutes left on the round. Thank you.
And then the draw would be a 3v2 final salvo. If you got it.
Yeah. So, and then half of Plo being 35.
69.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to 150 if he gets half a Plo, which is doable. He's only got 2. He's going to eat that rock this turn unless he does the hard turn. So,
Thomas has got 2 turns to do it, though. With
Yeah.
7 minutes left. Maybe 3.
so he could pre-move boost, hard turn to here to get shots here. He could just focus, hard turn, and then he's got shots here. I think that's the riskier play. Probably going to... I don't know if it fits. That's the thing.
All right, here we
4
go.
straight. Oh, no, turn, sorry, ignore me. So
Two
he's
turn.
trying to block that.
Reading the advanced sensors there. Not an option now. Not that one, at least.
So that one's no good. So, you know, like, if he does still have this hard turn dialed in, he could just focus and do it here.
Yep.
Oh. I think Thomas maybe... I don't know.
Maybe forgetting the advanced sensor, because what he could have done, I guess he took the focus with advanced sensors. He could have barrel rolled to the left and hard one.
Yeah. So Ben actually bloodthirstily turning in.
He wants it. But I guess also taking the block there prevents you from turning your arc back
Yep.
that way.
Yep.
Right? I like how you were doing that, actually. You went
Just a quick little arc
Yeah.
looky thing. I do my best.
Well, I'm stealing it. It's my
Go for it. Go for it.
only. I learned from the best.
Yeah.
I come to Australia to train. 2 hits.
And pump up with the force.
There, maybe
Yeah, do it.
decisions,
Do it.
and no.
Not risky in case there's a shot. So a million dice. He's safe.
Actually, would have taken damage if he spent the force there.
Yeah. So did he do a 1 turn then? Or a 1 bank? So he should be stressed, or
one turns are white.
are they?
Yeah. On the Jedi?
No, on the E-Wing.
On the E-Wings. No, they're red. They're red. Was
Maybe
it a
someone in the
was
chat
it a
can
one hard
correct
or was,
me.
was
I
it,
couldn't see.
or maybe it was a 1 bank?
Might have been a 1 bank. I thought it might have been maybe it was the 1 bank. Sorry. No, the E-Wing.
Thomas. Yeah, it's fine. There's a judge standing right there at the table. We
Could be
couldn't
all
tell
over
whether it was actually a 1 hard or a 1 bank. So. Oh, it has R4, which makes
Okay.
it white. That's why.
Ignore us. Ignore us.
You know what? In my mind, this whole time, I've had R3 stuck in my mind.
Yeah,
the
well, he's
double
kind of-
target locks.
He's not done a lot with the 1 maneuvers.
Advanced sensors, barrel roll, 1 hard.
So he's setting up for a shot on Obi here, I think.
Joust me.
Yeah, baby. So Ben probably...
He could arc dodge this easily.
I would evade if I was Ben. Yeah, there he is. So firmly saying, you will not get a fuel leak. Crit on me. I'm one with the Foss. The Foss is with me. He's just praying. And giving that over there with
Using
Plo's
Plo's ability to pass that over.
Is plausibility limited to? Oh,
And crit probably spends the force here.
yeah, spent the force. Yep.
Hit crit. Takes them all.
Ooh, so half
Elusive.
elusive. So he stays above half. So do you shoot Obi this round, or do you just try and remove a body? Yeah, he's going to remove a body. And it's almost removed. And, yeah, he's gone. So he removes a body there.
All right, let's go ahead and update our stats here. Gold Trooper gone. 2 shields gone there. Updated score 50 to 128. So is there a lunch break for the cut after this? There's one for the hyperspace.
I would assume so.
Okay.
I would assume so. So, Ben, keeping this a game, it's not really the Australian way to just run for points. There are guys that do it, but Ben giving Thomas every chance he can to win by staying engaged. He could have just run away for the next indefinitely with 2 double reposition aces moving after the E-wing. So, but Ben, it's not the Australian way. They
Not the Australian way. Punch hard, punch harder.
never run.
Never run. No shields, all guts.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. So, it's Sloop. Very nice positioning there.
So that was Advanced Sensors Boost Sloop there.
Roll.
Was
Sloop.
it roll?
So Obi K turning. So he's got the arc there. So it'll be interesting to see if Plo comes around. So I think what was going to happen here is Plo will probably. What's the range on Plo's ability?
I think it's 1 to 2. We can double check. Oh.
He's going to evade. I know, so he's going to roll.
0 to 2.
0-2. So
Taking a target lock with his action. Probably planning on turning in.
planning for the future, yeah.
Trading some paint through a rock.
So he's also redone his
Hit,
Obi
crit.
rolling well. Elusive and taking a
Takes it.
shield. So does
That's
that make
half
this
points.
game unassailable? Yes, I think. Target lock. There's the 3
Oh,
hits.
3
Not enough
hits.
to get him though.
Natties, baby.
Natties.
Oh.
I think that'll be game.
Let's
There's a
see him
minute
in the
left
chat.
the round.
We're about to be under a minute. I want to remind you guys we're going to do some giveaways after this.
This game ended much closer than I thought it
Yeah.
was going to.
Yeah.
I mean, the score doesn't reflect it, but I think Thomas really recovered.
David,
David,
could you ask if the cut's having a break after this round?
oh, for the cut players as well.
Yeah. So we're gonna be handing out the Spoon Lord, crowning the Spoon Lord, and talking about our next upcoming giveaway.
I
Yes.
think there is a lunch break.
Cool.
And Morgan got up. Morgan got up.
Got up or out?
Up. 1. XY got through. Oh, sorry, a weapon failure going and a disabled
power
regulator.
regulator.
So that's going to hurt him if he survives
He's
this round.
ioned. That's time in the round.
He's going to get a big hit through for 1 and double natties. So that seals it. And there's the handshake. Good game, boys.
Did
1
he
health.
get the E-Wing at the end?
No, 1 health on the E-Wing.
1 health on the E-Wing. All righty, guys. So congratulations to Ben Doyle moving on in the bracket, 163 to 50. We'll go ahead and update our hand-drawn matchups right now. So this was Ben. All right. No,
Is that Ben
no,
down there?
No, wrong.
There.
Different Ben. We had 2 Bens. Ben. So we had this matchup earlier, and we had this matchup earlier. So we've been on both sides of the bracket. I'm curious to know what what happens here because this might be our opportunity to get Morgan.
Might be a good opportunity to get Morgan on the stream, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yesterday it was one of those where it's like I had like 3 Imperials in a row. And I was like, oh, let's get Morgan.
yeah,
More Imperials. And then he was also playing against another list we'd had. And I was like,
Yeah, don't
Morgan,
wanna see
just
it.
keep winning, Morgan. We'll get
Yeah,
you.
We'll
got
get you there eventually. Jaren and XY with the rematch after the final round on the Swiss.
Yeah. Like I'm also tempted to get that one. But at the same time,
I think you got to get Morgan.
yeah, we gotta give the opportunity.
I
'Cause
think
you never
gotta
know what
get
can happen.
Morgan.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and do some giveaways. We'll go to the giveaway cam. Hey, where's the Travis?
Hey guys,
There
how
he
you
is.
going?
Want to remind you guys that our giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. You can use coupon code WorldTour2019 to get 15% off, no minimums, on all kinds of awesome 3D printed devices for X-Wing, whether it be 3D printed turrets. Actually, it's a really cool one where it's shaped like gunners from the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, they're
So you
really
can
cool.
put that on there. You got different types of tray systems for templates, tokens, bases. You can actually see the preview right there. And probably my favorite part is that it's super customizable with colors, especially the top. You can get multicolors, whether that's different logos or even line art of your face. It's been done already. I got proof. All right, guys, let me find. I got to find the Spoon Lord. It was packed. There it is. So you guys don't know what the Spoon Lord is. Here we got it right here. All right, Spoon Lord. Can you explain since you're local? This is given out.
Generally, the player who comes last always gets the spoon. So
That's right.
we call it the wooden spoon in Australia. So we have the premiership, so the guy who wins, and we have the wooden spoon for the guy who comes last.
So when you win this, what will happen is it's going to come in a couple pieces. You get 2 stands where this is going to end up being slotted into. Oops, missed that. Slotted into. And then there's a base. You go ahead and just glue it all up. It's going to be a nice little
Mantelpiece.
souvenir.
Mantelpiece. You can mount it somewhere. You can put it somewhere prominent in your home.
And it smells wonderful.
Nice and wood. I'm going to smell that. It is nice.
Yep.
It is very nice.
It's the good cologne.
It'd be uncomfortable to rub into your body, I think.
It'll be
Get a
fine.
couple splinters.
All right, so we did miss giveaways for last turn, so we're going to do some quick fire double card giveaways. All right, we're going to do double the amount we normally would do. Then we do the spoon, and then we're going to show off the painted ship that we're going to be giving away later.
Awesome.
Let's pull out the stack.
It is a fat wad.
See, when I got to Australia, I got reloaded.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and do 2 of those. We'll do 2 of those. We'll do 3 of those. How about that? Moving. There we go. We'll do 2 of those. How many is that so far? 6?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Hold on to those. We'll do those. 8, 9. Now we're here. We'll do. This was what? What was this faction? This is Rebels and Resistance or Republic.
Bit of mace action.
There you go.
Yeah.
Give a mace.
Some mace.
And
Some Rick. There's a holographic Rick back there.
well, Hollow Rick. Yeah, we could do Hollow Rick.
Your hollow Rick.
Boom. Yeah, that looks good. That's like what, 10, at least.
11.
Lucky number 11.
Someone's gonna get 3.
Plus the plus the spoon. All right.
Someone's gonna get a spoon plus 2. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna give them away individually.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're just doling out the love.
All right.
All right, I got to open up the giveaway machine. If you've never participated in our giveaway, it's actually really, really easy to do so. All you got to do is type in the chat. So give me a second. I'm opening up the giveaway machine so we can load up. Anybody can participate in the giveaways. It's extremely easy. All you got to do is type. It's not hard. Type anything.
Awesome.
I had somebody tell me the other day, she goes, I'm intimidated to talk in the chat. I'm like,
That's pretty normal, I think.
yeah?
There's some. I mean, you got some really good listeners. So, I think more like you see like a lot of Twitch streamers and they have a pretty toxic chat. So
Yeah. No, not here. Not
yeah,
allowed.
we're pretty good. The X-Wing community is pretty amazing worldwide. So
Give him a chance. Come on, it's loading up. You'll see this number explode. There.
There we go. Beautiful.
All right, here we go. What's the first one?
So first time we got a collision detector. So
From this is the Jawas, the Perth Jawas
Perth Jawas.
collision detector. 3, 2, 1, roll it.
So we got Fadakin 2520.
Fedakin 2520. Next.
Another collision detector. So same art from the Jawas in Perth.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, winner.
MJ Baird.
Boom.
Next we've got a Porg, a Darth Porger. That's actually a double-sided card with a Luke Porg on the end. So they're Porg with helmets on them. So
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, get it.
CC Jax 3.
I want to remind you guys that if you do win, what you got to do is type !win in the chat. Okay, type that in. A link will pop up to fill out the document. Make sure it's all correct. Full address details. Don't miss out on anything. If there's any missing information, you won't get your prize. You forfeit it. So let's make sure we're filling it out because there's a lot of things that end up not getting
It's
shipped.
not up to you to chase it.
No, exactly. I don't have time. I just
Yeah.
don't have time. All right, here we go. Which one's next?
Next we've got a Porgron, which is double-sided to a Porgnite card.
There you
who's
go.
Porgnite?
Like midnight.
Midnight, Porgnite. So, wait, let me find it. Porgnite and Porgron.
I think they kind of missed opportunity to go Porg Dameron.
Yeah, I think that was the
Sorry.
way. Yeah, I agree.
Porg Republic. Love you guys. that's someone's like, ah.
Next time.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Scruffy Rogue 71.
Nice.
The proud owner of a non-Porg Dameron. You were close. Next we've got a Porga Fett and a Porg Solo.
Very nice.
I hit the money on this one, I think. So 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1, get it.
Broski 86.
What's up, bro?
Broski. That's pretty cool. Gets the two bros, the two bounty hunter bros. These are from Red Moose.
Yes.
So he does some really cool old art damage decks, like Futurama, South Park, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So he's got a hate card.
Red Moose Hate.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, get it.
How do you pronounce that?
Buffalophacus.
It's the one. You're a proud winner of that. And a second hate card from Red Moose.
Another Red Moose Hate. 3, 2, 1.
Wind Raven.
Easy, baby.
You got it covered. These are from the Art of War painting. So these are his Lego series. You got a Lego Midnight.
Lego Midnight. 3, 2, 1.
Iceman 816. You got that. Another one from Art of War. It's a Lego Guri.
1, 2, 3. Woo! We're just dialing it out right now.
You hear about Pluto? Yeah,
You
you hear about Pluto?
Yeah.
You got it. And 2 more from Parabellum. Sorry. We got a Mace Windu. I actually really like this. Has a really nice mace.
Yeah. 3,
Really nice.
2, 1. Get it.
Uncle Patchy. You're the proud owner of Mace Windu.
And last but not
And
least,
we've got a holographic Rick Oli from Parabellum.
So shiny.
Really nice. Really nice.
3, 2, 1. Get it.
The Grudge Keeper.
The Grudge.
The Grudge Keeper.
Alrighty.
So you guys are the winners of those.
Actually, that was a really good American accent there for a second.
Thanks, man.
The ER, the
I watch a lot of movies. I do my bit.
Well, you know, one thing I noticed was last night we were all hanging out and talking. I started saying certain words in I wouldn't say in like Australian accent, but like ending things like.
You start shortening words.
I started shortening words, not using R's at the end of my sentences.
No, you just cut them out. Don't worry about them.
They don't matter.
It's like afternoon is Arvo, morning is Morno,
Yeah. Like
tonight is night, I guess. I don't know. You just shorten everything.
yeah. I heard myself and went like, this is weird.
Do I sound cool?
Yeah.
Do I sound cool? I think
But
I sound cool.
nobody called me on it, so I was like, I guess it doesn't sound weird. But it wasn't. I wasn't like thinking about it. I was like, I'm gonna try to sound like an Australian.
Nah, it's good, man. Got
assimilation.
to embrace the culture.
All right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and before we do the Spoon Lord giveaway, I want to show the ship that we're going to be giving away later today. There
Really
it is.
nice.
Sorry, it's right on our faces. You know what? We'll just make it ginormous so everybody can see.
Take over the face.
All right, so there is the ship. This is painted by Luke Carrington on the Gold Squadron Paint Cast. If you
Ah,
never,
Luke.
if you never tuned in, He does absolutely amazing work and does instructional video via stream on our channel. He streams in America, it would be Monday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And, just take a look at what he does, man. All kinds of stuff. All of our prize support for ships, or most of it, is done by him. And that's just his jam. He loves painting.
I can really attest to Luke, actually. So the last time Jaron and I came to Worlds, we commissioned Luke to paint both of our squad lists. So
I remember.
Jaron had a Tron-themed Atani Fang squad, and I had my Fangs done up in the Blue Angels, which is like an acrobatic squadron here in Australia.
Yeah.
One of our fighter squadrons, and then my Asajj actually had done up. He did a really amazing job of it as G for George, which is a really famous Lancaster bomber here in Australia. So it was like flew through the whole war without getting shot down or anything like that. So it was like considered a lucky bomber. So it wasn't that lucky for me, but it was really nice. Even got the little art decals and painted little kangaroos on the wings of my Fangs, and he does a really amazing job.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. So that's not happening now. That's later. You got to keep watching for that. Sorry. That's how this works, okay?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to remind you guys that giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. Use that coupon code WorldTour2019. And if you need any of the links to either District Foundry, Curled Paw, or the challenge bracket, !Oz.
Challenge.
Okay? Challenge. That's !AUS. All right, so let's go ahead and give away. We're going to crown the Spoon Lord. Who be the Spoon Lord? The Spoon Lord be... Roll it.
I'll let you say this one.
So it's X on both sides. It's crit happens. So it's crit happens, and the X's are on the end because crit happens probably was already taken.
Yeah.
So that you add letters on the outside to get the username you want.
It's good to go.
Fair.
You are the
So
Spoon Lord, my friend.
X crit happens X. You have been crowned the Spoon Lord.
Probably a pretty apt name for people that are on those bottom tables. Probably not exactly crit happens is what they'd be saying, but, something happens. So that's pretty...
That's absolutely fantastic. All right, guys. So, you know what? Actually, you're here. It's the perfect time to do it. So we do. Well, you know what? We'll tease it, and we'll do this next round.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to stick around for the next round?
Yeah, I'll be
Commentate?
here. Yeah, definitely.
All right, sweet. So what we have here? Do we want to give them away as a set? Do
Yeah, I
you
think
get? Do
so.
you get both brothers,
I think
or is
you
it
got it.
individual? All right. So Travis says it's a set. So we have here Vader and Sunterfell signed by Jaron and Travis Foss. All right. So you get the brother set. It's very nice. I do think it's funny that you were born first and you get the smaller card.
Oh, we signed both.
Oh, you guys,
So
they did sign both.
You can do it.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was like plain text and then fancy text, but now I see it.
Just my signature is way better than Jaren's. So, really, he's not even trying. When you look at it.
But you can read that though.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I think. Have you signed one of my crit cards? I think I have this squiggle somewhere on one of my crit cards, and I go.
I have signed.
Every sign goes.
Who the hell is this guy that keeps critting me?
So I've had that. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. At least it's not a direct.
That's true. That's true. Actually, since you have them both signed, we'll give them away individually.
Yeah, okay.
It's a better opportunity because you get
Yeah.
both brothers. So we'll do that starting next round. Super excited. I need to find out what time the lunch break is over. For
1:15. So we got 45 minutes.
1:15 for the cut people. 1:30.
1:30. So we got an hour.
All right, we got 1 hour from right now for the cut. We'll find out what game it is. I'll talk to the players. We'll get you something good. And again, thank you to everybody who's agreed to play. And of course, thank you to you guys for taking the time to watch all of this content. My God, it's going to be great. I do want to remind you guys, though, that I am going to take a little bit of a break after all this trialing, okay? Like
I don't
just a
blame
little
ya.
bit.
I don't blame ya.
Not too much. Not too much. All right.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I think we've got some really good games coming up after the break. So,
Top 8.
yeah.
Top 4, the final. Who's going to be the winner of the first ever premier event here in Australia? We'll find out.